Dionne coming at you from KPSP's Mobile Teaching Kitchen. It's Labor Day weekend here in Connecticut, and we have an abundance of tomatoes. So I'm going to show you how to can them so you have them for the rest of the winter. This is a skill that I learned from my mother that she was taught from her mother, and it's great because for the rest of the year you'll have fresh produce essentially that's been preserved, and you can do what you want with it. One of my favorites is making sauce afterwards, or just a very simple recipe of what we call macaroni and tomatoes, and that's kind of from my French-Canadian heritage. So I hope you enjoy this. So I just took the jars out of the dishwasher and put them in the oven at 200 degrees, and they get nice and hot. And from there, after parboiling the tomatoes to the point that the skin's peeling, I'm able to easily remove the skins. So from here, I'm just taking a super sharp knife and coring out that. I'll take the little part on the bottom off, squeeze them a little bit, get some of the juice and seeds out, and then they go right into those nice and hot canning jars. Having this little funnel that you can find anywhere that they sell canning supplies is hugely helpful. Alright, so we want to add about a tablespoon of kosher salt to each filled jar. And one thing I'll show you really quick is I take a big knife and I make sure that all the air is out of the jar, okay? So once I know that's good, we add that salt in, and then we wipe the rim, right? Make sure it's clean and has clear contact with the hot lids. So this water was just boiling, getting those lids nice and hot and ready for a seal. And then what we're gonna do is once these are all filled and the lids are on, we're gonna put them in a hot boiling water bath for 20 minutes. So we just finished our 20-minute boil, and I'm going to pull these out. Now when you initially start them, you put them all in there, and you can use a canner, you can use a pressure cooker. When you put the jars in, you just want to make sure that the water gets to a good roaring boil, and then you set your timer for 20 minutes and let that happen. Of course, these are really, really hot, so these mason jar tongs are perfect. Alright, so one thing that you should know when you pull them out of the hot water bath, you want to let them sit on their own. You don't want to touch the tops of the lids because they need to form their own vacuum seal. So once they start cooling down, the lids that are currently popped out will pop in, and you will hear a bink, and that'll let you know when they're ready to go. So we're just about wrapped up. We have some awesome canned tomatoes for the rest of the season, hopefully. We'll keep preserving more, but this is a great start to our harvest. Thanks for joining us.
And what's our next video?
Our next video, I think we're going to be either pickling beets or making zucchini relish, so stay tuned. Thanks, guys.